Hey, what's up, everyone? Just give me a second. I am going to get this shared out. But we're playing MLB The Show. The Detroit Tigers are in the playoffs. There's lots to talk about. I'm talking baseball today. But let me get the link shared out. It's been a little bit since I've been streaming really anything. Really, since the summer. I was looking the last time we actually streamed this series was back in like June 18th. But rest assured, I have been playing MLB The Show in the background. I've been playing the career of Antonio Martinez, the shortstop who was the ninth round pick of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Since have been traded, I think midway through the third year, second year, I forget. But I am now in the Cleveland Guardians organization. Let me just get this tweeted out here, guys, and then we'll start talking. But so yeah, got traded. I forget how many seasons I've played. It's either been 2 or 3, but I still, on Legend difficulty, mind you, have not made it to the majors yet. And so to kind of show you like where we sit, we're right here. I see potential, which I love. If you remember in the earlier episodes, we try to make this as hard as possible, not just with Legend difficulty, but I didn't give myself any kind of like hitting perks. To me, like hitting is what develops most in the minor leagues versus say like defense or speed. Like if you're a good defender, you're usually a good defender. It's very rare when a guy shows up to the minor leagues or even in college baseball and it's like, oh, he's not a very good defender, and suddenly you become like a gold glover. That's super rare. It's much more likely to develop your hitting. And so that's kind of the role that we took in kind of making this as realistic as possible. It was giving the only, because it kind of makes you take perks, right, or whatever they're called. Like you have to kind of develop your player a certain way and kind of attach those different badges. And so we did like speed and defense was the only thing I was allowed to give myself, because same thing, you don't just show up like, oh, he's pretty slow, oh, suddenly he's stealing 60 bases a year. Like that's not something a player typically develops. You're just faster, you're not. And of course there's plyometrics and there's things you can do to improve it, but you're not going to suddenly go from like Cecil Fielder to Parker Meadows, right? So to use a couple Tigers analogies. And of course, speaking of the Tigers, we are talking Tigers playoffs. We're talking miracles of baseball, which is kind of what we've seen here. They had a 0.2% chance of making the playoffs on August 12th. Let me rephrase that. Not a 2% chance. 0.2 of a percentage chance. So 0.2, and as of last night, they qualified. It's one of the most literally miraculous things I've seen in pro sports, and it's super cool to have it happen to my team. The Tigers could go out and get swept at this point, and it's still a huge success. But rest assured, they have Tarek Skubal pitching in Game 1. So I don't care if we're playing Baltimore or Houston or whoever it's going to be in the first round. Y'all better be prepared to be down Game 1. So we'll see. Anything can happen, of course. These teams are also very good teams that the Tigers will be facing, but really, really confident group. Super excited to see it. They're also the youngest team in baseball, so man, I'm here for it all. Lions play on Monday night. This is ridiculous. I've already given my wife fair warning that next week's going to just be just bonkers and probably super annoying for her. So, but she loves me. She's going to put up with it. She has no choice. She's looking at me from the other room, not thrilled with my commentary. But hey, the truth sometimes is hard to handle. It can be difficult sometimes. So anyway, I have to chat up. What's up, everybody? So let's talk about my player career here. So you can see where all like the perks are kind of at. And so, and I'll get into why we have some hitting perks too. I'll explain that in a second. But seasons, I can't even like see my history. So I guess 4 or 5. Yeah, this is my 4th season. So it was in the 3rd season for Antonio Martinez that he got traded. So I was the 9th round pick. Let's kind of go backwards here. Let's go over to Pittsburgh. I was a 9th round pick by them, and they of course had O'Neal Cruz. And then they ended up trading for Jordan Lawler, and so this really created problems for me because I was by far their 3rd option, and now they have Kim from the Padres. I was by far I was the 3rd option at shortstop in this organization. And like these guys aren't like super old or anything, so it was problematic. I was actually pretty excited, as excited as I was to maybe start my career in beautiful in the ballpark in Pittsburgh, not PNC. What's it called? I'm forgetting what it's called now, but beautiful ballpark in Pittsburgh. Was really, really excited to do that. I was okay with the trade because, again, Dansby Swanson with Cleveland here, but he's 33. They do have a really nice player here, Merrill Jensen, who's kind of or Jansen, sorry. He's kind of my rival here. I don't know when. I think he was probably a first round pick or something. I'd have to look at like kind of where he comes from, but he's the 5'8", 201 shortstop. One of my pet peeves about this game is like the player development. Find me a 5'8", 201 shortstop who has no power. So very, very strange there. But he's my rival. He's 2 years younger than me. He has an overall one higher, and he has better potential than me. He's also made it to the majors as an 18-year-old. He played last year in the majors, where I didn't. And so I still have not played. He actually did really, really well. So 381, 443. What's interesting is he's actually been pretty good in AAA, too. One of the earlier games, he wasn't doing so hot. So, yeah, my guy, kind of the story of his career, a lot of strikeouts. Coming into this fourth year is kind of like a come to, insert your religious leader here moment. And it was something where I was like, okay, I'm not taking enough pitches. I'm not walking enough. I mean, typical as we're playing Road to the Show and you're in like your 30 or the minors, you just start rushing. And so it was certainly not helping things. And so for me, it was kind of getting in and just kind of focusing more on taking more pitches, drawing more walks. And so far this season, not bad. I'm always looking to be about 10%. So like my base on balls per at bats. So we're like, hopefully in the next two at bats here, we'll get a walk and we'll be right on pace with like 6 and 60. And that should put you at a base on ball rate around 10%, of course. And so we'd have to kind of look at actual. I think this shows you somewhere. If you look at like player stats, maybe you can kind of see a little bit more in here, like your walk percentage. I think. I hope I'm not mixing this up with out of the park baseball. Yeah, there we go. So like we can look here. And you can see like 7.8. That's not terrible. There's a lot of major leaguers right at that rate, but I want to be at 10%. So looking to increase that, of course, this is really, really high. I'd like this to be closer to like, 20, sub 20. And so, yeah, it's just a little bit too high there. And so that's getting better for sure. I mean, of course, the closer you can kind of get this to like 1.0, I mean, you're talking like you're a really, really good contact hitter. And keep in mind, even a player like Ichiro didn't have a base on ball K of like 1 because he didn't walk a lot. He was just like early in the count, he'd just swing and get on base. And so, it kind of comes and goes. I've had power. I mean, I've hit 15 home runs at least once. I don't feel like it's really letting me like look at my career stats, and I forget if or where I can do that. Maybe if I go into here, yeah, it's kind of a bummer. It's only showing like this current year, but it hasn't been great. I mean, there's nothing to write home about. I was just raking in Double-A, and so after the trade, Cleveland actually sent me down to Double-A. So I was like feeling pretty low, but we just absolutely raked in Double-A. So we're super overmatched, or I should say we're overmatching ourselves, if that makes any sense, in Double-A. Quickly got promoted. And we've just been kind of, humming along in AAA, just kind of doing some good things. Really, really good defense. Again, speed, and that's kind of where these different quirks have come in. When the player turned 20, I told myself, okay, I'm allowed to start getting some like real life equipment now, but it was only like the lowest level, like bronze or silver, whatever that lowest level is for equipment. So there's a few little hitting badges or perks you can see there. So that's what we're looking at here. I was just sick of looking at all the generic equipment. So anyway, just wanted to talk baseball. So if you're here, you want to talk baseball, let's do it. Regular season wraps up tomorrow. Looks like playoffs are going to start Tuesday. And yeah, it should be super cool. I'm going to turn off the camera so I can see myself, or I should say so I can see the game, so I cannot see myself. The exact opposite. And yeah, we're in early April of 2027. So again, our fourth year in the minors. This Columbus team has been terrible since I've joined them. Like 3-12. I mean, this is even worse than we've been. It's just frustrating how bad they've been. So we're still working to get our call up. I mean, at this point, to kind of show you the sliders I'm going with, that's a little bit different than I'd use in like my franchise. I've increased CPU contact because, I mean, my gosh, they've just been so bad. And just so many times on my base, it's just like, 2 strikes, the guy's going to strike out. So I bumped that up a little bit. Manager hook, I've just kind of left at 8. And then this year, I started increasing the errors because even for myself, I had like a super high fielding percentage and it was just a little too high. And then I just bumped injuries up to 6. Base running for at least Road to the Show, I have like down to 0. It's just ridiculous the amount of steals, at least when you're a middle infielder. It's just been super unrealistic. So anyway, we're going to jump into some training here. As far as training, I don't really have any rules about it. It's just kind of like, all right, well, let's do some contact or whatever. Because I've been really, really focusing on plate discipline, this is kind of where I've been spending a lot of my time. So again, this is kind of the hit the blue balls in the blue zone, hit the red balls in the red zone sort of thing. It's good practice, actually. I actually do like these training activities. I think they've done a pretty cool job with them. I just find it goofy that you're always in your uniform doing this. I wish they just kind of had you in like gym clothes or something. It's kind of funny. So look for these blue balls here up in the zone. Red, we can hit in the bottom of the zone. You want to just kind of like look for like patterns in these things of like, okay, so like here's the rule. If I see a blue, let that one go, get that one there, get that one there and there, so on. So nothing probably too shocking, but if you're wondering just like, oh, I'm trying to establish a pattern, just keep it simple. It's just like when you're at the plate. Don't swing at something you're not going to hit well. So yeah, pretty straightforward. We're getting a lot of okays this time. Oops. Okay. Spoke too soon, guys. Bombing this out suddenly. Whoops. Holy cow, these red ones are slow. So there we go. Got gold. Didn't really do a great job, but it works. But yeah, I think they're pretty cool. And I actually think they do a pretty good job of like kind of prepping you for what you're trying to work on. So speaking of what we're trying to work on in this episode, it's really about plate discipline. And I'm giving myself a pause there because especially streaming, like you're always excited, you want to put on a show, but for this, like that's not what this YouTube channel is. I'm not looking to like, hey, I hit 600 home runs, guys, come check it out. Like this is focused on realism. That's why we're on difficulty that's legend. It's why I've been in the minors for 4 years. This is my 4th season of minor league baseball. I've not made it to the majors yet. And that's how it should be. Right now, I'm the second highest rated player behind my kind of internal rival there, Merrill Jansen, the 5'8", 200 and something pound shortstop. And so he bats third. We don't get along that great. We don't talk a lot on the bus. I mean, I want his job. He wants my job. I'm a little jealous of him because he's younger and he's a little bit better. But I just call him Stubby because he's 5'8", 200 pounds something. And so, that's just how it's going to be. So Merrill Stubby Jansen, go ahead and hit third. I'll lead off. I'll set the plate for you, and we'll dive in here. So Columbus Clippers, 3-12. We're in the Cleveland Guardians organization. I hate the Cleveland Guardians. I hate Cleveland sports. I'm sorry if anyone's out there. I'm sorry. Y'all used to come up to Tiger Stadium when I was younger, and even Comerica when Cleveland was super good. And they're a good team this year, don't get me wrong. But when they were like Albert Bell years, right, they'd come up and, oh man, hated it. Hated it. So looking at the pitching repertoire for, is it Toussaint? I don't know how to say that. He's a sinker baller primarily. Kind of throws slow. I'm going to leave that fastball alone and just kind of look for balls that are breaking down. So I'm going to leave alone anything that's low I don't want to be swinging at. So I'm just kind of like looking up and in here. But leading off, I'll probably just take a pitch. Just kind of watch his delivery here. Good pitch to hit, but again, breaking low. We are Cleveland's 14th. I love that. I love that I'm just kind of like in no man's land with my career. It's kind of fun. Good pitch, good pitch. It's okay. Still just taking my time here.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's okay. So especially when you're kind of being defensive with 2 strikes or whatever, like the fastball I even said in this with this pitcher, I'm going to be kind of just leaving that alone. So that's the best you can do is kind of foul it off, maybe just dump it in the right field. So very, very slow start here in 2027. Same pitcher, of course. Same game plan. Nobody on base, 2 outs. Okay, so we smoked that, but again, right into a guy's glove. Fellas just kind of, he threw that breaking ball twice in our first at bat. That kind of like, I think that was his curveball. It's almost like a slider curve. And that's how it goes. I've hit tons of hard balls this season, and they're just finding gloves. But you still get the development points for it in AAA. I don't care what my batting average is. I'm just working on my game.
Number 37.
Just trying to get paid, guys. My guy's making like 90K right now. I mean, that's great for a 21-year-old, don't you know? But like for a pro baseball player now, come on, I'm trying to get my real pay here. Just like real life, I love playing defense. I mean, of course, I wish they would do more with defense. I wish you could just, I don't know, like something. Just wish there was a little bit more you could do. Like, I wish I had actually like used the analog stick as like my arm and like actually like throw or something. And I think they have a mode like that. But I don't know, I've never like loved the way that's all felt. Maybe I should try it again though. To be fair, I haven't tried it in a while. Javi Baez. Speaking of Tigers who aren't on a playoff roster. Still like some weird urgency issues I've noticed.
That's an out. Safe.
Just speaking of like infield play, things like this, there's just been some weird animations, but it happens. Guys, talk to me. I see some people in the chat. What's up? What is going on? I'm ready for the Alabama Georgia game tonight. That's going to be on here in a couple more hours. Should be really nice. Same starting pitcher in 1-0. There's where we hit that pitch the last time. So really, really good wood on that. I think that's his curveball. Yeah. So really, really good wood on that. Again, the game plan is kind of like looking up and in to start because that's where I have the least amount of time to react. Anything low, I'm leaving off. And if it's a strike, great. You know, and we're just kind of letting the ball come to us here. So same thing. Just throwing that inside all three at bats here, and we're just way out in front of it. Yeah, good pitch. I went way below that. I was late. Yeah, defensive swing. I was in the zone. And especially with 2 strikes, I mean, that's when I'm going to kind of be late because I don't mind it. I'm just looking to foul pitches off or just kind of bloop something to right. Maybe find that right center gap, you know.
Number 37.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Condor. Yeah, Condor says good luck to the Tigers. Pretty incredible run. I mean, it's like movie-esque, like for real. Guys, I went to all 3 games in San Diego. The coolest sport moment I've ever seen live was the grand slam that Parker Meadows hit with 2 outs, 2 strikes on him. I believe it was a full count. In the bottom of the 9th, they were down 3-0. It's literally like the moment you dream of as a kid, and I like lost my mind. My wife and I were there. I was there with a buddy of mine who's a big Padres fan. He lives here in San Diego, and I felt so bad because I was even trying to tell myself, just in case like he hits a triple and they tie it, like don't be a dirt ball, like just. And he hits it, and I just like I still kept it together, but I still lost my mind, and I like just put my arm around him. I was like, oh man, I'm sorry. I've been on the other end of that for sure. So slow pitcher here, Richie Lopez, 92. I'm gonna lay off anything inside because it's gonna cut into me, cutter and slider. He can just have it. And so if it's anything like that last pitcher, they have been pitching me inside. We're still down 1-0. This team's so bad. Really just kind of looking for something kind of like up over the middle of the plate. And you know, we'll see. We'll just try to hit something hard. I mean, that sounds obvious, but so that's low. And the theme for this season for me is just lay off the low stuff. Don't chase it. There we go. So that wasn't even great contact. Just got out in front of a cutter. There we go. We're on base. Base running in this game still needs big improvements. This game needs so much. MLB The Show, I live right down the street from your studios, guys. Come on, reach out. Let's talk. Got some ideas.
Nope.
Got a good game. Problem is, it just hasn't changed a lot. Alright. We need my teammates to pick me up here. This team's pretty rough. I'm going to try to steal here if I can get a good jump. No, that's a terrible jump. Thank goodness. Okay, there we go. All right, Jansen, here's my rival. It's been 261, 860 OPS, though. Let's do it, man. You're in a big spot. Let's do it. Stubby.
Now batting, first baseman,
All right, Noel, whoever you are, come on, let's do it. Come on, somebody drive me in. That's probably not going to do it. And that's how you lose 1-0. Huge bummer. Condor the King also says, Road to the Show is so much more enjoyable if you try to make it as realistic as possible. Yeah, totally agree. That's what I've been doing. I'm really, really liking it. He says, are you eventually going to upgrade your perks as you get to the majors or only use equipment? Just probably only use equipment still, and I'll probably just keep it at like the lowest tier, whatever. I can't remember if it's bronze or silver, but yeah, just keeping it lower. Because, like, my guy, he's still too good, right? Like, I'm a 73 who's 21 years old. Like, that's, for a guy who's been kind of, like, flailing in the minors, like, that's way too good. Like, this game makes it impossible to, like, not do well. And that's fine. I have no beef with that. Like, for all the things I can kind of nitpick about this game, that's not one. Like, I get it. This would be a treacherous mode for, like, the 13-year-old, 12, 8-year-old who's playing this. They just can never get... I mean, it would be terrible. So I totally... support how they handle that. Same thing, going to lay off that slider in. We're going to lay off the curveball low. Anything low, let it go. And we got time here. He does not throw hard, so same thing, just kind of looking up, middle of the plate, see if we can just get good contact on something here. So that's in. Almost caught the plate, but just going to leave those alone here. What do we got? We're at the bottom of the third. I'm batting 8th today. Man, oh man. Same thing, just laying off inside. Actually gonna take a pitch here. Nobody on base, tie game. Yeah, you can have that all day. Definitely not swinging that without 2 strikes on me.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That's why sometimes you just take a pitch on 2-0. It's not like a clutch situation right here. Same thing, super particular here.
Ball
Yep.
4, pitch is down.
Here we go. So not quite in the 2 at-bats I was hoping, but let's see if we can get our 7th walk before our 70th at-bat. That's the next goal. If you've read Moneyball or if you've kind of studied like the Moneyball analytics, which, I mean, my gosh, now we're like over 20 years old since that book came out. The most powerful force of offense is the on-base percentage, and you get that. There's no quicker way to escalate your on-base percentage than through walks. And the reason it worked so well for Oakland back then, it was also a very, very cheap commodity. It was like buying something that, it was like buying the most valuable offensive asset on sale, like greatly reduced. So really, really awesome book if you've never read it. I mean, it still applies today. The difference now is every team is using it plus more. Now you have... That book talked a lot about like defensive metrics being really hard to measure, whereas now it's like, oh, we're measuring defensive metrics now, and it's kind of crazy looking animation. But yeah, defensive metrics, base running, like speaking of the Detroit Tigers, like the aggressiveness. The Tigers are it's either like the most aggressive in the American League or maybe all of baseball, and like doing things like running first to third, that kind of thing, scoring from second, super, super aggressive. Now they're young. They're the youngest team in baseball. They're pretty fast overall. Even their catchers can run a little bit. So again, really, really cool strategy stuff. That's what I like about playing Road to the Show. I miss coaching baseball. I love just talking. Yeah, just anything, positioning, and I mean, gosh, guys, just thinking of like things like the psychology of baseball, the mindfulness, right? Like not dwelling on the past or fretting about the future. It's just like, where are you right now? Like, here's one pitch. All I'm focused on here is one pitch. So runner on first. I mean, I don't mind hitting the right field, but I'm still just trying to hit something hard. Same thing, gonna lay off low, gonna lay off inside. But if I'm a little late this time, it's not the end of the world. You have the first baseman holding the runner on, so you have a little bit more room there. But again, if I can hit something hard in the left field, great. Yeah, I just missed that. So I hit something high in the left field. I feel so bad for Twins fans. I work with a lot of people in Minneapolis, really, really great people, and they're big Twin fans, of course. who I work with, and I feel terrible. Like, I've been on the other side of different teams collapsing, like, you know, whether it's the Lions or the Tigers, and I don't know what happened with Minnesota. Like, I'm just curious, like, what's going to happen with their off season, and like, is their manager safe? Like, and I know it's not, like, I mean, I think it's ridiculous to blame something like that on a manager, but like, I don't know, man. People want accountability, whether it's right or not. Like, I always feel like, you know, who's got to pay for this sort of thing? It's like, you know, Tigers played really, really well, but like, it wouldn't have happened still. They still barely did it. And like, they wouldn't have done it without the Twins, really. Just, I mean, just flailing. It's just, I feel bad. I have no beef with the Twins. I don't like Cleveland, as I said. I got no beef with the Twins. One hit, one walk so far. Come on, just in this series. Let's get some things going here. Let's get that 8th. Matlock, fastball, everything else pretty slow, so just pretty straightforward. Lay off the low stuff. So his delivery kind of threw me a little bit there, his leg kick, so I just let that go. I just wanted to watch it. So 95-mile-an-hour fastball way out in front. So now it's going to be the opposite, right? I'm going to be a little bit more, still looking up, but just going to try to stay back as long as I can. Okay, I had to follow that off. That was in the zone too, so that works. I would have let that go probably if I didn't have 2 strikes on me. Same thing with that. Just a little close in case that was a fastball. Just had to foul it off. Same thing. Nothing's going to change. Yeah. Man, he's just in the zone. That whole at bat, just couldn't draw any balls at all.
The batter, the catcher.
Hey, but we finally won 1-0. These are like soccer games here. My goodness. 1 for 6 in the series. Come on, let's go. It'd be so cool to get the call up, like, on this stream. Probably need an injury, though, to Dansby Swanson. No one's chomping at the bit to get Antonio Martinez here on Jackie Robinson Day into the majors.
First pitch, 6:35.
Javi Baez.
Out.
Leading up.
2 fastballs and a changeup. Pretty simple. He's a right-handed pitcher. First pitch of the game, probably take it. Yeah, that was a little higher maybe. Just let it rip. It's like right down the chute there. What is it again? Changeup? Yeah. Hey, finally. Didn't hit it into someone's glove. Don't need to slide, buddy. That was the changeup there. All right, leadoff double. Got to get me in now. Dang, Brito's hitting 538. No reason. I can score in a single. By the way, this game does a pretty decent job on the kind of the you know, the watching the pitcher when they're on the mound. So what you're looking for, if you're a base runner at any level, is kind of the trick to these is you're just watching the foot that's on the rubber. If that foot on the rubber moves, you got to get back. That's all I'm staring at there is his right foot. If his other foot goes, you know, you're good to go. Because if you throw, it's gonna be a balk if he throws. I mean, at least in this game. In real life, you get some really good guys who can, you know, do the leg kick and then spin, but it's pretty rare. It's not rare in the majors, I should say. So same thing, watching his back foot. They won't really throw over to third here. And there's the strikeout I was talking about. So even with the, what's it called? Contact up for the CPU. I don't know for sure if that impacts my teammates, but I didn't want to increase user contact because, again, I'm looking to really earn my way into the majors here. 1-for-1, man on second. Same thing. It's nice to hit behind the runner, but I'd rather have strong contact to left field than like weak contact to right. At least in this situation here, 1 out in the 3rd. So that's what we're looking to do. That was a bad swing. Indecisive swing. Can't do that. Luckily, I fouled it off.
Ball.
So when you're looking, like I look up in the zone a lot, but you have to really be careful on those, right? Because that's close. But I'm like thinking more of like when I look up, I'm thinking like my belt, not like the old-fashioned like oh with the letters. Like hell no, I'm looking around my belt. That's up to me, and so that's how I was able to lay that off there. See, that's terrible. I need to not swing at that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Okay. Mindfulness, right? Don't think about the past. We're just focused on this pitch here. Good pitch. Tried to foul it off. I was kind of waiting for that changeup again. So yeah, good pitch. That's all right. I think that's the first time we've struck out in these 3 games. So that's good. Really trying to cut down on the strikeouts. I got no shot at that ball. This game does some really weird things with cutoffs like that. Like the whole cutoff system is kind of, at least in Road to the Show, I don't really notice it in franchise. It is weird. Guys, have they allowed us to put like ads on the walls yet in custom stadiums? I've been like waiting for that forever. No, I still don't think you can. It's a good pitch, but it's too close for me to swing at. Gosh, dang. I'm not reading his changeup
No
right
ball, 2 strikes.
now. Okay. Ooh, he's just carved me up 2 at-bats in a row. 6 pitches. He struck out twice.
Got him.
I think overall base running, at least to first base, is still too fast. Like I think it's just guys get out of the box too quick. Like they finish their swing and they're just immediately up to speed running. And there probably just needs to be a little bit more lag around the plate after a guy swings and kind of gets his feet going and that kind of thing.
Oh.
It's not by much, just a few feet. 1 for 3, 2 ugly strikeouts, a nice double. We're down 13-1, so of course here we're just focusing on. I never worry about contact swings or anything like that. I'd rather get the plate discipline here. So pitches in the zone, same pitcher still, just carving us up. Yeah, just missed that. Just off the inside of the bat there. Another loss for the Clippers, guys. Antonio Martinez with his new haircut the last few years. Every year I add 5 to like my skin aging. If you just kind of do the math, that kind of like lets him age all the way up to like a 40-year-old career where he'd have like the aging of like maxed out at that point. So something I do at the start of every season. I love this challenge though. I'm so pumped to like when I actually get the call up, it's gonna be awesome. And it's still early. He's only 21. I've been in the minors for 4 years. Or this is the start of my 4th season. But it feels like an eternity. I can't even imagine these guys who, like 22 is early. See, like there's just no urgency to that play, and like to have to make that throw is just like super arcadey. Like you can have that urgency if like it's like Carlos Santana running down the line or something, but it's just bad. So he does throw a slider. So again, just going to avoid anything inside with the sinker. We're going to avoid, and the splitter, anything low. So I mean, very, very selective here. Just kind of like high over the middle of the plate. That's really all I'm looking for, or like right down the middle.
That's a ball.
Easy take.
Ball 1, no strike. Ball 2.
Probably just going to take care of being the leadoff hitter today. Just watch.
Hey.
So having a really good pitch system.
2
Wall
balls,
up.
1 strike. Hey.
Nice. I don't know why I started that.
2-2 the count. Three two.
It's a really good check swing on the previous pitch. And the reason I was able to is I slow my bat down when I have 2 strikes. Much more aggressive when I don't have 2 strikes. Still very selective and picky. So again, watching the left foot of the pitcher there, our right side vantage point. There you go. Just go look there, watch that throw.
Batting third.
All right, my rival, Jansen, watching that back foot. On the ground, gotta go. Miraculous double play.
Batting fourth. The third baseman. Gabriel.
I don't want to spoil this, but we're probably going to see a strikeout and me stranded on third base. Oh my gosh, it's oh my goodness. That's unbelievable. Came around the score. That's why drawing walks is important. Even on a scrubby team like the Columbus Clippers.
Batting eighth. The third baseman. Ildemaro Vargas.
So here, 1 out, anything hit to my left, the runner's going to just go. There it goes. Sometimes you'll have a runner get a little greedy and a ball that's hit to your right and they'll go. That's why I wish you could kind of know like your base runner speed when they're on base. Or maybe you can see, I think you can see those. You can never see the hitter speed until they put the ball in play. That drives me a little crazy. Okay, we got our walk. Same pitcher, yeah, right? Yeah, same pitcher here. And on base this time, so same thing. I don't want to distract you, just same kind of game plan. That's okay. That was starting to kind of go low, and it looked like it was going to break in. I'll leave that alone. Don't want to take a swing like that at a slider. Just going to break my bat in half.
Ball 1.
Plus, sometimes it just lets these guys work into trouble on their own. Oof, gosh, that's what I was looking for. Super early. Okay, we won't be early again unless he throws breaking pitches here. Still looking up in the zone. We'll try to foul off fastballs if he throws them.
Ball 2.
Ah, I thought that was going to be a little closer. Swinging a ball.
That's an out. You're out.
The batter number 9. Shortstop.
Different pitcher. Throws a slider. So anything outside with that slider cutter, leave it alone. So nothing outside, nothing low. Doing okay with the strike zone today. Just not hitting balls hard right now. That's baseball. It's hard. So it's a pretty bad route by the third baseman. Like that third baseman needs to get that ball.
Now playing third base.
Just scooping it. He doesn't need to be diving around. Why isn't Juan Brito in the game? Isn't that the guy hitting like 538 for us?
The batter number 9.
He's on the bench? What's going on here? Same pitcher as before. Nothing low, nothing outside. Really like to drive this run in if we can, of course.
1-0.
So that's why we leave stuff alone outside. That was You would have never hit that. Oh, I saw breaking pitch and still way too early.
Ball, that's in.
Change ups in a row here, but don't worry about patterns too much. Good pitch. Man, that was right on the fastball.
2 strikes.
So here we adjust again, looking up, breaking ball. Just if we can hit a fastball to right field, great.
3-2.
Just laying off stuff that's low. Taking a deep breath. Don't panic. There's nothing to be panicked about here. Same approach. That's fine. So that's all. Get down, get down, get down. There you go. Oh, that's Joshua Baez. Maybe that's not Javi Baez. Anyway, he's hurt. Poor guy. So that's all I'm trying to do with those fastballs, right? Just flare them away. Like, whatevs. I'm looking for breaking and just try to... I'm really just trying to draw a walk and just maybe put something in play to the right side if I can. There we go. So, foul balls are your friends, especially with 2 strikes. Use them to your advantage. Miles Straw finding his way down to the AAA team. See, life's not so bad. Oh, get back, get back, get back, get back. Is there not... Oh my gosh, that was super casual. Isn't there like a freeze your base runner button? I feel like they got rid of that. If somebody knows it, let me know. I don't remember it. I don't want to pause it to look. All right, Jansen, come on. We need you here. It's a good time to steal here. Ah, I didn't get my jump. Ooh, nice play.
He's out.
Two walks today. That's what we're talking about, guys. I don't do anything with contact or power swing. Very, very rarely. When my player was worse, I would. Only swing at pitches. Plus, I like all these extra perks here. So, only swing at pitches and drive in the run. Okay, sure. So again, even a fly ball here would be good. Got Will Smith on the mound. So because his primary pitch is a slider, I normally would like kind of lay off of that, especially on the inside. But I'm gonna hunt sliders in this at bat. So for me, I'll swing at them on the inside if they kind of start like middle or like middle right and up. So I'm still looking up. I'm kind of looking for like a slider he might hang. Everything else I'm probably just gonna leave alone unless I can like really confidently hit something hard to the right. You can also notice the infield's in here. So like anything hit hard is going to be good. So really just looking to square things up, but I will be focused on the slider. We're still going to leave things alone low because, hey, maybe a pass ball scores a run. But we're going to hunt out that slider here. That's fine. That's not the slider. That's a slider, but it's way low. Ah, I thought that was a slider. I just misread that. Took a bad swing. Strike either way, so we're all good. So now the approach just kind of slightly changes. I got to be a little more protective here. Still kind of looking off speed though. That would have worked. Good play. That would have gone right up the middle. Okay, that's not a bad at bat. Take it. He made some good pitches.
The batter, number 7.
Play it first. Watch the runner at second here. No need to make a throw like that in that situation. I wish you could like adjust your player's flashiness. I don't want to be a flashy shortstop. I just want to be a sound and consistent shortstop. I got enough flash with my haircut. Just tearing through the series here.
First for the victorious Red Bulls, 3 runs.
Twitch Demon, what's up, man? Or woman. I'm assuming man. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody.
Cesar Prieto.
All right. Come back here to the pitcher. I cover the bag. Oh, that's just not good. I was like in between diving there. I didn't think I would have to. I was hoping to just do kind of the scoop flip. So 2 men on. Let's walk the street play here. That ball was only like 4 feet away from me. All right, looking to turn 2. Don't need to get cute and go to third. Just way too smooth. And I don't say that with like arrogance. I say that like I wish just not everything was so darn pretty. Ooh. Again, no reason to rush that throw. Get yourself balanced when you throw. Like, don't make off-balance throws unless you absolutely have to, right? So it sounds like an obvious thing. So we're avoiding the sinker low. We're avoiding the slider in. Again, pretty simple stuff here. Straightforward.
Martinez.
All one.
Right on the screws, but oh wow, he completely lost that ball. That was interesting. Look at your base, coach. He says stop. I'm a good team player, so we're gonna stop. Hit it right on the screws, finally. Not finding gloves here.
Batting ninth, the catcher.
Watching that back foot. Miles Straw. Same thing, back foot. It come from the second baseman, so it's kind of hard to see. I don't think they've ever thrown over to third base before. I've even tried to get them to like balk by like, you know, like that, like an 0-2 count, just kind of like take off. But you just get thrown out. There's real no drama. I don't know if you can even steal home in this game. You have to get really lucky. There's really, you know, it's one of my pet peeves of Road to the Show is that. So there you go. So I like that, much more casual. One of my pet peeves of Road to the Show as a fielder is, or as a batter, is I've never had a passed ball. Not once. This is the 4th season of minor league baseball here. Not one time has there been a passed ball when I've been on base. Like, that just seems hard to believe. I mean, I'm not on base all the time, to be fair, but I mean, come on. All right, same thing. Looking kind of fastball up. That's kind of what we got last time. That's not a great swing.
This opportunity is once in a lifetime.
The batter.
All right, new pitcher here. Fastball, curveball, changeup. Very, very straightforward. Just lay out the low stuff. Man on first.
Ball one. Counts 1-0. Aye.
Man, missed that pitch. What is it, a curveball and a changeup? Defensive swing. Hopefully it gets foul. And they don't always get foul. He's tagging up though. Look at this aggressive running. Nice. Heads up play. Last out here. the third 1-0 game in this series. We've won 2, they've won 1. Straight up soccer games. It's lonely being the 14th prospect in the Cleveland Guardian organization. Your own teammate is a shortstop ahead of you.
Leading off for Memphis, the second baseman.
I need a sports psychologist. Antonio Martinez is going through some tough times. But we're going to prevail. We're going to get through this. So again, just the urgency, the base running, it doesn't match up. But that's okay. If he's pretty fast, I didn't see his speed. That can happen, especially with a lefty. That ball is just not hit hard enough. Again, too much urgency there for all the weird like jump throws and stuff we see. You don't see it in those situations. All right, sinker baller. So really got to lay off that low stuff. But if he hangs something, hit it.
That's a ball.
So yeah, you got to lay off that. If this kind of starts even like in the middle-ish area, really be particular. That probably started like, you know, just a little bit below the middle. But you got to just let that go. And that's a hanger, so that's what you want to look for. Those are just about timing, just not getting too excited when you see it. Especially if it's high. I mean, if you get a decent swing on it, you can probably hit it to the wall most times.
Batting second, the right fielder, Mario.
Out.
I can't believe they don't have like Road to the Show as like virtual reality yet. Like how sick would it be to like look around stadium and stuff, and like it would just be so cool. Like base running would be just so fun. You could just like look around and, you know, chit chat with the first baseman, and there's just so many cool things they could do with that. What's up, Waddle?
Batting fourth.
Yeah, I read the chat, man. What's happening? I do read the chat. I try to narrate it too, because I don't like it when it pops up on the screen. It'll distract me. But I always try to narrate it so everyone else who's watching and maybe aren't seeing the chat can. I'll keep everyone updated. One for one with her double today. She was trying to get that average up off to a slow start this year.
Ball one.
Anything low like that, let it go. Just not what I'm looking for. Not a bad pitch to swing at. If you're patient enough, you gotta really be slow on that. Ah, that's what I'm looking for. Just over top.
Got her.
It's okay. You notice, I mean, we've cut down strikeouts. We've definitely had a few, but definitely been cutting down on those for this series, which is good. It's been a problem. Into this series, we'll check the walk rate again. It was at 7.8. I want it to be at 10. I think it's creeping up. Definitely feel like it's creeping up.
Oh.
The first baseman, number 30.
If you have the time, just kind of going horizontally as a shortstop, right, left to right. Sometimes running in.
The batter, number 9. Shortstop.
Sometimes you need to, though, based on the runner's speed. Same bat, or same pitcher. Nope.
Ball one.
Okay. Whew, so glad I checked that. Just lay off. Splitters and sinkers are you're just gonna bash into the ground.
Aye.
It's fine. I'm not swinging at
1-1.
those. Just gonna splinter your bat off.
Two one.
Oh gosh, that was such a good pitch to hit. I just swung too late. Yeah.
Now batting, third baseman, Ilgamaro Vargas. The first baseman, number 23, Christian Encarnacion.
Nice. Unassisted double play. Don't see many of those in Road to the Show.
Leading up for the Clippers,
Same pitcher still in there.
Antonio.
So the same approach in this 0-0 tie right now. Wild.
The right fielder, number 8, Mayo.
Yeah, I haven't seen a ton of Orioles games, so Waddle says the Orioles have to be the unluckiest team ever, even though they made the playoffs. I watched the Tigers-Orioles series. I think the Tigers won, yeah, they won 2 out of 3. And that one loss was wild, where the, I think it was Trey Sweeney, the shortstop for the Tigers, like ran out and caught that ball and just kind of threw it into the infield. And that was a wild, wild game. If you look at the like win expectancy chart on that game, it's pretty crazy. Like if you go to Fangraphs and look that up, that was a crazy game. Orioles are good. I mean, I don't know. I almost kind of prefer the Tigers to go into Houston, just because yeah, the Orioles in that park are scary for sure. That lineup's deep. It's kind of like when the Tigers played the Padres. I mean, it was just like, man, can't get any easy outs here. So I wanted to look. Let me just give this a quick save here. Oops, that's sliders. I want to see if we're increasing our walk rate that we talked about at the beginning of the stream here. So, oops. Oh, you know what? I need to go into team stats to see more of those advanced statistics here. Oh my gosh, here we go. Stats, player stats, Martinez. All right, so 8. Yeah, so we're going to be at a good rate now. So, I mean, again, we're just finding a lot of gloves right now. Why is it not showing it now? That's so weird. We were able to see this a second ago. Oh, right, because you have to go onto the whole screen. My bad. All right, so let's see if we're closer to the 10% now. Yeah, getting there, 9.2. So we raised that. Even that's come down a little bit. It needs to still come down. What else can we kind of focus on here? Yeah, again, just obviously we're not hitting the ball well. I mean, we actually are. We're making decent contact. We're just hitting into a lot of outs right now. See if there's any action in the organization. Still waiting for our first ever call up. So here we are in a cold streak. Waiting for Dansby Swanson to get hurt or retire. And then somehow pass up here. Merrill Jansen, the 5'8", 201-pound shortstop. Absolutely nothing wrong with being 5'8", 201. It's just a weird build for a shortstop. In the major leagues, at least. Well, let's, oh, what do we want to work on here? What am I working on? Yeah, let's work on some left-handed hitting here. That sounds good. I think this is the one where they have you just kind of hit the different areas. Waddle also wants to know, should they keep watching or eat my pizza? It's getting cold. I mean, I would do both. Never let pizza go cold unless it's for breakfast. I mean, that's my advice. Let's just get a couple practices in here. I love that everyone practices in their full uniforms in this game. It just cracks me up. Hey, you guys want to go practice? Yeah, let me throw my uniform on. Alright, that's fine. Let's go. Ten chances, basically trying to hit the pitcher here. Okay, that's way too early. Fail. It's crazy that they just like show you the location, yet I still can't hit it. Like I'm better just in live batting. Like these are always kind of weird. Here's the question, Waddle. What kind of pizza did you get? Is it like from a chain? Is it like a local spot that you like? Tell us about your pizza, and I will narrate your pizza story. This is what the people want to hear. Oh, he said he'll be right back, so we might have to wait on the pizza story, guys. Come on, spin. That ball just did not go left at all. Doing a terrible job this batting practice. Oh my goodness, these are so bad. I think I'm just better to like close my eyes and just swing. Still pulled that. Okay, so that was like the worst batting practice you can have. It's okay. We will get to the majors one day. Waddle says his mom is making chocolate cookies. Do I want one? I mean, yeah, of course. Especially homemade chocolate chip cookies. Is it chocolate chip? Yeah, chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, absolutely. And pizza. Dude, Waddle's having a good food day today. Warming up some pizza. Mom's making chocolate chip cookies, which, I mean, it sounds like they'll be timed up like perfectly. That's pretty awesome. All right, who we got here? Marco Rea, pretty standard repertoire, does not throw hard, which is problematic for me because I'm a very early swinger usually. But same thing, going to lay off the low stuff, lay off pitches outside. And we'll just watch this delivery here.
Ball.
Being the leadoff hitter. Give our team a look at the pitcher. Not that it even matters in a video game, but it's fun to pretend. All right, now we're ready to rake if he gives us what we want.
That's a strike.
Ooh, that was a hanger. I just tried to
1-1.
slow pitch softball league that into left field. I swung so early I couldn't even get my cursor up there.
Hard.
That one went way below it.
1-2.
Ooh, he's got a long throw. Safe.
Dang.
Oh, it is safe. Nice. We'll take it. We will take scrubby hits too. We don't care. Actually, I think I might have been out there. But let's not worry about that.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 1, Jake Fox.
Out. Safe.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Antonio Martinez.
Oh, that's not a good swing. I thought that was a
No
slider.
ball. 1 strike. One. Ball. High. 3.
The left fielder, number 25, Jordan Logu.
That's it out.
I've been ratted out, letting them know.
Ball. 1 ball. No strike. Ball 2.
Just looking at the defense for the third baseman there. He's back pretty far. My guy's not a very good bunter, though, but if you do have a good bunter, it's definitely an option as that right-handed pitcher kind of falls off the mound towards the first base side. You have a huge area over there, but I don't know. I haven't worked on my bunting. He's not a good bunter, so.
Out.
The center fielder, number 1, the batter,
New pitcher.
number 9,
Lay off the outside stuff. Lay off the stuff low.
Martinez.
No.
Man, finding lots of gloves. Didn't quite square that
The
up, but
center fielder, number 1,
it's a big third baseman. Jeez.
Fox.
Looks like Roger Clemens out there wearing number 21.
Shortstop, RJ Nimala.
That was like miraculous defensive positioning. He like hoverboarded over to get this ball. So if you're ever curious, like what's the perfect shift to go get a ball like that? That was a great like shuffle sidestep. Quite unnatural, but I'll take it.
Ball. 2-0. Ball inside. Here high.
Gonna find a glove. Oh, amazing.
No, he's safe.
I like the King Kong celebration. It's pretty good. I'm surprised that left fielder even got that close to it. Looks like it hit off his wrist. That would hurt.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jake Fox.
Out.
Waddle says they like where the Indianapolis Indians play. Yeah, that's where I started. That was the organization Antonio Martinez here was with at first.
Number 3, designated hitter, Merle Jensen. Now batting, the first baseman, Juntendu Noel.
Ball 4 outside. Take your base.
I'm telling you guys, VR would be super
Now
cool.
batting,
Again,
third
just
baseman,
like looking around and
Miguel Delgado.
be super neat. Terrible swing. Game over. I hate AAA. I just pretend I like it. I'm a good sport. I'm only 21, so I'm a brat. I'm an entitled brat. I want to go to the majors. I've been here since I was 18. No, he's all right. Antonio Martinez, he had good parents, all right. He's a humble guy. He works hard. He's a good teammate. He's none of those things. He's none of those bad things. Laying off the low stuff. Curveball, let's kind of keep an eye on if we can hit it. How hard does he throw? 94. Ooh, 2 changeups in a row.
0-2. Ball 1.
Too close to take, and it would have been a strike anyway.
Hey!
Batting second,
Oh, I'm sorry. Waddle says they live where
Antonio.
the Indianapolis Indians play. Okay. Misread that.
Ball 1.
Same pitcher, right? Yeah.
Ball.
Nope.
2-0 to count. That's a ball. Ha!
So far out in front of that. That's hilarious.
The center fielder, number 1, Jake Fox.
All right, everybody, make sure you subscribe to Waddle VR,
The right fielder,
or nobody gets cookies.
Hendricks.
There you go. Good balanced throw. That's what I like to see. Good balanced throw.
The batter, number 9,
4-for-2, strikeout, pop up. That doesn't matter. Let's go get it.
Martinez.
D-Rod.
Yep, that's a good pitch. Give them that.
1-1.
That's not a good swing.
The center fielder, number 1, Jake Funk.
Let's do this.
Now batting, second baseman, Derek Baker.
That was the laziest shortstopping I've ever seen.
The batter,
I was talking earlier, you know, I went to the Tigers at Padres games here in San Diego, and I, first off, I'm a huge Manny Machado fan. I know people were talking about the Orioles earlier.
Martinez.
I love Manny Machado, even before he was with the Padres, because Padres are kind of like my pseudo backup team, right? He is like one of the laziest infielders, and he's it's fine. He's still solid. It's just so funny. Like, he just won't move. If he can make little or no movement and a ball is hit to him, he just puts his glove down. It rolls into his glove, and he steps like a half foot and just throws it. It was so funny to watch. Like, he's perfected like the art of lazy yet efficient infielding. It's amazing. Like, it's a compliment, because like he's using so little energy to still efficiently play his third base. It was pretty fun to watch. What do we got here? Fastball, slider, change up, two-seamer. 2-2 game. All right, we need a hit here, but you don't need to force it. Yeah. Thought that was a fastball. Shake it off. Ooh, 2 changeups in a row. That's a really hard spot to hit a changeup. You have to be really patient. Yeah, I had to swing at that over the zone.
Yeah, you're out.
Still can't believe my Tigers are going to the playoffs. Just wild. What do we got here? So, primary slider guy. So again, we will sit on that slider. We will leave the fastball alone. Sinker low, of course. Just going to take it.
Ball.
Slider low, we're going to take.
1-0.
Wilfredo. That's a cool name.
Yep.
Ah, that was a slider.
1 ball, 1 strike. Hurry.
Thought that was a slider too.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2.
Yeah, might as well keep throwing it if I keep swinging at it. Smart pitch.
Full
Here's the
count.
slider. Too close to take.
He's out.
I like that Louisville Bats logo. It's pretty sweet looking. Two for 10 in the series, 0 for 5 that game. That's not good.
The final line
Guys, we're
score
still
for
just
Alvin.
grinding
For the
to get to the majors here.
3 runs.
Still early. It's April of the 2027 season, his 4th season in the minors here. Second organization.
Antonio.
Been hanging in AAA for like a good 2 years at least, if not more. Still just 21 though, so we're okay with that. Gonna lay off the slider outside. Everything else kind of fair game here.
No.
Oof. I went way inside for that slider. I'll show you guys here. Oh, they're not going to show my swing path. I was probably like off the left side at that pitch. I don't know why I chased that. Very unnecessary.
Batting eighth, the second baseman, Derek Baker.
He's out. That's an out.
The animators in this game did a nice job with the like second base footwork for the infielders. It's pretty smooth.
Lincoln.
He's out.
Now batting.
Out. He's in there. He's safe.
The batter, number 9. Shortstop, Antonio Martinez.
Strike. No ball. One strike. Quick. Ball.
Just not squaring stuff up, but it's okay.
Now
What
batting.
happens when you're 21, stuck in the minors.
Baker.
Yeah. Yeah, on the tag. He's in.
So like I wish they'd let you use like the analog stick like this, right? Or like I could actually swipe the tag or just have a little bit more control like over like your arm, whether it's for throwing or tagging or be cool. I mean, imagine hitting. Imagine if you used the 2 analog sticks for your 2 arms while batting. Like how wild that would be. It'd be pretty hard. I also just don't know why they just don't make like a bat like the Nintendo like Switch or like the Wii, you know, like just give us a controller where you can actually swing, or like give us the ability to like actually pitch without, you know, destroying our elbow or something. It'd be super cool. Hey, first and third, what do you do here? Look to turn 2. You're not worried about the runner
Ball. No.
going home, and if they're stupid enough to try and steal, let them, even though he's safe.
The batter, number 9. Shortstop, Antonio Martinez.
Runner on first, down by a run, nobody out here.
High.
Ay, ay, ay. That's a bad
0-1.
swing. We haven't had too many terrible swings today. That's definitely one.
Ball. No.
Good call there.
Ball.
Oh, they hit that
2
super
balls.
hard, but
1 strike. 3 right.
yeah,
2 balls.
too
2
early.
strikes. Ball. Full count.
Good pitch. 2 for 14 in the series. The series has got to be wrapping up here.
Our final line score. First for the victorious bat.
Ty Floyd. A lot of breaking stuff. He has 2 four-seam fastballs? I've never seen that. Look at that. He has a 94-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball and an 87-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball. What the heck? That's so weird. I've never seen that, like, ever in this series. That's just bizarre. All right, let's try to hit his 94-mile-an-hour one. It'll go further. Missed it.
No ball. 1 strike.
Terrible swing.
He ride. No ball. 2 strikes.
Chasing. Don't chase.
One, two.
Like how there's lightning in the background. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't let you
Got him. That's an out.
play baseball with lightning going on. Or I guess thunder, I should say. But where there's thunder, there's lightning, right?
Push. Got him right there.
Stealing slider at 0. CPU still just terrible base running decisions all day, every day. Third baseman should have cut that off. And that's why he's safe. So again, just I don't love the way this game is like programmed defense, at least in Road to the Show. Like your third baseman has to get to this. Can't see it there, but just shaves off like a full second. There you go. Good job, third baseman.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Antonio Martinez.
Probably better just to step on third base in that situation. It's a risky throw. No urgency, but very slow runner. That works. I know a few years ago they put into the game like the fielders would kind of register the need for urgency or not based on the base running speed, but it just doesn't always seem to match up great.
The shortstop, Antonio Martinez.
Ball. Push. Ha.
Okay, leaving those alone. Don't think it's on that, just early. Very early still. So again, third baseman.
Out.
Give it a shot.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Don't make me make that play.
Two strikes. That's an out.
The batter, number 9. Shortstop, Antonio Martinez.
Finding gloves, swinging late. Still got thunder and lightning. Luckily, we're all safe still. Yeah, that's a play you need urgency, so that was a good animation. Continuing on.
First for the victorious bat, 5 runs.
Almost time for Alabama, Georgia though. So once we finish this series, we're definitely gonna be tapping out. Noble Myers, the pitcher, 4-seamer, pretty standard stuff. Lay off that slider outside. See if we can pick up a steal here. He doesn't throw super hard.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 74.
1-1.
That was dumb.
Got him.
My bad.
Yeah. He's out.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Antonio Martinez.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna try to home run, of course.
Ball. Ahoy. Ball. 2-1. Two. 2-2. Full count. Hey, hot 3.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Merle Jensen.
He's safe.
Safe. Oh, he booted it. Okay.
The batter,
What the heck happened there?
second baseman, Khalil Watson. The batter, number 9, shortstop, Antonio Martinez.
No, that's a ball. 1 ball, no strike. Hurt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hard, 2. 1-2. Ball 2. Hard, 3.
Not sure how I missed that one. Dylan Ray, standard repertoire, same game plan.
No. 1-0. Ah! 1-1.
Ooh, I chased it. Yes, bad swing.
The batter. Number 9, shortstop, Antonio Martinez.
No. Out. That's it out. Got him. That's an out.
Now batting, left fielder, Nelson Rada.
Out. On the tag. You're out.
Looks like he missed him. That was weird.
Leading off for Columbus, the shortstop, Antonio Martinez.
No. That's a ball. 2 balls, no strike. That's a foul ball.
This will be the last game.
The final line score for our
I feel like it's getting to the end of the series here.
Victorious Clippers, 3
Yeah, day games is probably the last one, the Sunday game. Marco Rea again.
No. One ball. No
168.
strike.
It's just been a very cold first month here.
Hurt one. Ball two.
That's a really bad swing.
Out.
Batting eight.
No, yeah. Ha. 0-1.
Oh man.
Ball one. One ball, one strike.
Oh gosh, have we done that too long?
The batter number 5. The batter number 9. Shortstop. Antonio Martinez.
Hee-haw. No ball, one strike. Ball. Hee-haw. One ball, two strikes. Ball two. Full count.
The batter number 5. Second baseman. Antonio Watson.
That's an out.
Now batting.
High. 0-1. High. Two.
Definitely fooled me there.
0-2. One, two. Ball. Two balls, two strikes. Hey, three.
Shortstop. Antonio Martinez.
Oh gosh. I was looking for something hanging, but that's not coming back down.
Out of there.
Nope, 2 RBIs on the 1 hit. Dig it. That's the end of that series. So, played through 2 full series, guys. I'm officially burnt out on Road to the Show, so we're going to call it. But thanks to all those who tuned in. Thanks for those who are chatting. We'll be streaming some more. I need to get back into it. Just been a busy summer with work and stuff. But yeah, still enjoying the show. I'm still considering like doing a franchise in the off season. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go watch Alabama and Georgia. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone. I'll see you next time.